Welcome back to range walking. Today's topic is a follow-up on a cheap Amazon bipod. So my initial impression was it was a pretty decent unit, and I'm not really going to get into the first impression stuff. And I just wanted to follow up after using this for a hunting trip. So just to get into that real quick, everything about this inexpensive bipod did actually work pretty well. The major complaint is the retention system, and the problem with that is with their adjuster here, their tensioner screw. Now, I'm going to try to zoom it in here a little bit. There we go. So you can see what they did here is they just basically have an open slot, and they were just depending on the thread pitch here to catch enough material into here to hold tension on it. Now, it also has an Allen head on it, so if you try to apply more tension on this with the Allen wrench, what you get is it starts torquing and starts listing really bad, and then it starts flopping over sideways and etc. So the other problem with that is once you get it really tight, it starts stripping on itself, so you can't really get it snug. So what I did to resolve that problem is I pulled this guy out all the way, went out in my garage, and I found a tap that was the same diameter and thread pitch as this. Took a pair of pliers and I squeezed this hole closed on here, and then ran my tap through there so I could get more meat into this aluminum material, and then put my screw back in. Now that works great. It holds a lot of tension now. You can put an Allen wrench on there and really get this thing on tight. The problem is on the bottom there's nowhere for this screw to go, so it'll start listing whichever direction it wants to go. But overall, that little hack did make a big improvement on this. I was using a sling swivel on here also, so I didn't have any problems with the bipod popping off the rifle or the sling, coming off here. So basically, for an investment of about, I think, $18, I'm still pretty happy with it. If they could work on the tension system here, and maybe put a divot or something for the screw to sit in down there, I think that'll help with it trying to walk left or right as it's getting snug. But other than that, these cheap Amazon bipods aren't that bad. So if you have a rifle that you just want something that is going to be good enough to put on the range table, this will do it for you. Will it work for hunting? Yeah, but it's not really the best. So like I said, with those tension issues, and you're depending on this, if you're going to sling it also, to be your waypoint for your sling, it just may not actually have enough tension. You could possibly lose your rifle. That didn't happen to me. My rifle's like 12 pounds, so it's additionally heavy. I didn't have any malfunctions with it, but I was aware of the issue and checked it. It's not too hard to scout around and flip your rifle over, check it real quick, make sure it's tight. So all, still really impressed. I think it's still a great value. Thanks. Catch you next time on Range Walking.